This is a very simple process. What you need to do in order to reduce taxes is, first of all, you need to find out where all the government waste is. As an auditor of publicly traded companies and looking at all of the different issues that create waste and create lack of financial controls, out of all those areas, right, and doing that for well over a decade now, since Sarbanes-Oxley came out, what I will tell you is that everything falls on leadership. You first have to admit that you have a problem. If you don't admit you have a problem, then there's no chance of ever solving it. And in the reduction of taxes, what we need to do is we need to focus on government waste first. Number two, what we need to do is we need to focus on job creation. Because poverty is a big issue in government today. Addressing all of those issues is extremely expensive. It's expensive in the hospitals. It's expensive in our social programs. It's expensive everywhere. And we typically don't do a good job of dealing with that. That's why I'm saying that we must focus on those two things first. Lastly, what we must do is we must make sure that we're focused on the right thing at the right time all the time, which ties it back to the zero-based budgeting. If you've got money sitting, then you didn't need it. And we need to redisperse that money to the right places. So we need to cut the programs that are not working efficiently and effectively. And sometimes efficiency is not the goal. Sometimes it's just effective. I don't need to automate something when we can simply just, through brute force, get in there and knock it out because it's a one-time effort. And finally, we need to hold all 10 spheres accountable. They must be accountable to do their part and not rely totally on the government to do it. That's an easy way out. So if we really want to be the city that we claim to be in Denton, then we need to hold everybody accountable, all 10 spheres, and especially our government, because there's plenty of money here. Every rock I turn over, every single rock I turn over, I find waste. I've only turned over a few, but I guarantee you, if you elect me and I'm in office, I will go through that budget like an auditor. And what I will find is the waste. And we will try to address the waste internally and right that ship. But if not, then I'll follow the guiding principles that you see. And the citizens will know what and why we're wasting this type of money. Once we right the ship, then it's very simple. We should be able to give money back. The many people that talk about reducing taxes, it seems like all they care about is the money. Well, I'm a business person, second, but I've got a pastor's heart first. And the bottom line is that the people of this city and this county and this state and this country have to be a priority for me. It's who I am. It's my identity, right? So I'm not coming just with a sharp pencil. I'm coming with a soft heart and a sharp pencil. What I'm talking about is waste. I'm not talking about reducing programs or removing programs that are needed. What I'm talking about is finding out where those programs could be suited best. Where could they be fulfilled best? And if that happens to be in a nonprofit organization, great. If that happens to be in the church, great. That happens to be in business, great. But I don't think it should all be in the government because we're not really suited to do that in the government. So we really need to look and find out where the best appropriate places are. And we need to do it with a pastor's heart and an accountant's pencil. That's why you need to vote for somebody that has experience in both.